According to SAMHSA data, 70% of clients who've completed a primary care program will relapse in the first month after discharge. Our goal today is to reintroduce you to the Sober Living by the Sea Extended Care Program and how it can help the newly sober individual by providing a rich treatment experience in a structured residential environment. So, what is extended care at Sober Living by the Sea? Extended care is the opportunity for the client who is in need of that very, very important bridge between primary care treatment and a sober living environment. Now, this is where they learn to focus on their recovery, moving in a positive direction and living a life of sobriety. You know, it's a place where clients build on the tools that they learned from you in primary treatment and implement them in a structured clinical setting here in Newport Beach. You know, one thing we know is that clinical studies show that long-term treatment leads to better outcomes. That is what extended care is. Taking clients from primary care and slowly moving them back into the real world. So what does extended care actually look like clinically? Well, we use a three-phase system, and this is a contingency management behavioral approach that allows the clients to gain more independence as they move through treatment. In phase one, clients will engage in the 12 steps, both within extended care and in the local community. They'll also obtain a sponsor. They comply with all their scheduled programming, including attending all of their clinical groups. In phase one, each client will participate in 8 hours a day of therapeutic activities. Now, as they successfully navigate their new independence, then the clinical team will meet and will decide if the client is ready to move to what's called phase two. Now, phase two is where the client has the ability to go to outside meetings with their sponsor. They're also eligible to go on outside activities. They can take classes like art classes, photography classes. They're also ready at this time in phase two to, if they want, begin the job application process and resume writing. You know, extended care is about taking the client from primary care treatment and slowly moving them back into the real world. This is where they're slowly given more freedom, more independence as they move forward. The final phase is phase three. Now, in order for a client to be in phase three, they have to demonstrate that they're one of the leaders in the community in extended care. Now, at this time, they've gone above and beyond all their treatment goals, and they're also eligible to become a leader within their house. And this is where they might lead a weekly house meeting with the rest of their housemates, talk about sobriety, talk about recovery, talk about what it is to be sober at their age in Newport Beach. Now, oftentimes I'm asked, what groups are offered in extended care? You know, we really believe that the group process is a core foundation for treatment here. So we offer an array of groups, and each of which is designed to address a specific facet of addictive behavior. So some of our groups include emotional awareness. Now, the emotional awareness group is designed to just do one thing, for the client to come into the room and feel. That's all we want them to do, is just feel. We know that addicts have a very, very difficult time regulating their emotions. And so this group is designed for them to just come in and build that kind of emotional muscle so that they can move forward and understand that, oh, I'm okay. I don't have to go and use and drink because this experience happened to me. I'm okay and I'll make it through. That's what that group is designed for. We also offer 12-step groups. We offer a women's trauma group. We offer a character building group, which is really designed to get at the core, the underlying issues that oftentimes drive a lot of their behavior. We do relapse prevention groups as well as dual diagnosis groups. We also offer music therapy as well. We understand that music is very important for a lot of our clients as they move forward in recovery. And we also offer an array of classes, 2 of which are a nutrition class, really educating our clients on the importance of eating well, as well as a money management class, because so many of our clients, as you know, have financial wreckage, and they need to learn how to do such things as budget their money for a week. And we teach them these kind of really practical life skills in extended care. One of the greatest groups that we have is called our appreciation group. And this is where staff and clients alike come together at the end of the week to celebrate recovery. You know, we honor clients with awards like Client of the Week. And when we honor this client, you can just see them fill with joy. You see the sparkle in their eye, and it really is an incredible experience to watch. We also offer in extended care a cutting-edge neurofeedback program. Now, the neurofeedback program is where clients learn to actually regulate their brain waves through a series of video tasks. And what neurofeedback does is it addresses anxiety, it addresses impulsivity and distractibility, which are some things that our clients struggle with mightily. So why do we use a multidimensional therapy approach in extended care? It's really simple. We want to make sure that we address the addiction from as many angles as possible. We know that addiction is ever shifting. It's changing. It's not the same as it was back in 1930. To do that, we have to make sure that we combine as many different approaches to address it as possible. We draw upon motivational interviewing, cognitive behavioral therapy. We have dialectical behavioral therapy. We have EMDR. We have experiential therapy. We use contingency management. We use stages of change. We have group therapy. We choose from an array of approaches. And all of these approaches actually come together to create what's called our integrated approach to dual diagnosis. Now, the integrated approach, all that means is that we're treating the chemical dependency and the behavioral diagnosis side by side, simultaneously with the same treatment team. This is the most effective approach for dual diagnosis, and it's what the entire clinical program in extended care has been designed for. So who is a good candidate for extended care, you might ask? It's any individual who has achieved some sobriety, but who still needs structure and support in building their life. Each day, our clients go on an activity, whether it be rock climbing, it might be rowing, it could be a ropes course, it can be surfing. And what these therapeutic activities are designed to do are build self-esteem, to build trust, to show the clients that they can have positive social interactions without using drugs and alcohol. A lot of our clients, this is the first time they've laughed in years without being high or drunk. And it's a monumental experience for them to realize that, hey, I can actually have fun in sobriety. I'm not going to be bored, that people are actually enjoying my company and I'm enjoying theirs. We also give our clients a beach cruiser bicycle. And it's really just a bicycle that they'll ride to and from the main center and to local AA meetings, or if they want to meet up with their sponsor, or if they need to go grocery shopping. The beach cruiser serves the function for allowing our clients to gain a little bit more autonomy as they move forward in their recovery. So how do we support our clients around their recovery? Well, one, we offer comprehensive drug testing. And that means we test at least every 72 hours, we test upon cause, and we test randomly. Now, we test not only for the street drugs, but for synthetic drugs as well. Synthetic drugs are our new nemesis, given the fact that they're readily available, they're incredibly addictive, incredibly physically destructive, and they're legal. These pose a threat to every treatment center and also every community in the United States. This is really an epidemic right now. Now, with our sophisticated drug testing process, it not only keeps clients accountable, but it also actually helps motivate them to accomplish their treatment goals. Now, we also make sure that the client's living arrangements are as conducive to their recovery as possible. Clients stay in homes along the beach in Newport, and their house is monitored by a trained house parent. Now, this is someone, a man or a woman, who is usually in recovery themselves, and so they have a wealth of personal experience to share with our clients, but that they're also been trained in certain modalities, specifically motivational interviewing and stages of change. So they have both the personal experience as well as the clinical tools to help move the client forward in recovery. Now, one of the big questions I'm often asked is, Evan, what is the role of the family in your program? Tell us about the family. What role do they play? In extended care, we consider the family to be a part of the treatment team. They're crucial. As such, our counselors have weekly communication with the family, where the client and the family work on repairing those family dynamics that were oftentimes just fractured during the client's drug use. Upon admission, families are given an array of information, specifically about our AMA policy, our relapse policy, and also what they can expect to hear from their family member in the early phases of recovery. So for example, we've all heard this one. The client calls home and says, I'm healed, I'm great, I've been here 30 days, I feel outstanding, I'm not using drugs, I love you, mom and dad, I'm ready to come home. At which point we will effectively educate the family on how to deal with this situation. We have our clients for at least 90 days in extended care. We really get to know them. We really get to know the families. So this whole program is designed for repairing these relationships, making them functional again. We also offer a 3-day extensive family session in extended care. And this is where families come out to Newport Beach and they're educated on the disease model, they're educated on things like codependency, and on enabling. One of the best parts of the family program is that families are allowed to actually have multiple process groups. And what these groups do is it allows the families to understand one thing over anything else, and that's that they're not alone. That other families just like them are going through the same struggles that they are. These process groups that we do with the families during the 3-day intensive are oftentimes really cathartic experiences for the family. Now, I want to touch briefly upon the TEACH program. The TEACH program is our academic program in extended care. It's actually a complement to the extended care program, and it's for students who are looking to attend college for the first time, or those who are already in school and are looking to get back into it, or even past college students who maybe want to look at re-entering the classroom. The TEACH program has been around since 1998, and its success is primarily due to its ability to reconnect the client to an academic setting. Now, above all else, what TEACH offers is hope. TEACH shows the client that not only can they be sober, but that they can also fulfill their academic and career needs as they move forward in recovery. It's about returning and refinding the passion that was oftentimes lost when they were using. It's a program that shows the clients that with sobriety, they can do anything they want academically. Now, how do you refer a client to TEACH? Almost every client is eligible to enter the TEACH program. Each client that enters will have the opportunity to meet with the TEACH staff, and they'll have a full academic assessment. You know, since TEACH is a year-round program, clients can come in and work on their academic recovery at any point. How does extended care work with you, with the referring facility? I want you to know that we see our relationship with you as a partnership of continuing care that we take very seriously. You know, we work with you prior to your client admitting to us to gather the important information that's going to best assist us in putting together a solid treatment plan. We want to put together a plan that picks up right where you left off. We want a seamless transition. That's what we endeavor to do with every client you guys send our way. So why choose extended care at Sober Living by the Sea? One, we have a rich, evidence-based clinical program. We offer the entire continuum of care, from detox to primary to extended care to IOP program. We offer it all. We have experienced, passionate staff who have a deep, deep commitment to the family system. You know, and we really truly believe in individualized treatment here. We meet the client where they are, as the client really owns their treatment. Now, what will we commit to you? We will commit ease of access and consistent communication with you about your client. We also promise to make this a seamless transition from your program to ours. We will promise to pick up right where you left off in their treatment so that everything is smooth as your client moves forward in their life. Thank you so much for watching, and should you have any questions at all about extended care or Sober Living by the Sea, please contact me or anyone else here at Sober Living by the Sea. Thank you so much.